good afternoon. Sorry about the late posting. It's all has to do with laptop corruption and corruption of programs and corrupting of just pretty much X, Y, and Z. So we wanted to post some story times before the big stress week ahead of us. But nothing came up for you guys, so we wanted to apologize. That was our fault and Apple's fault as well. But we wanted to give you two funny stories before we get really serious. As you guys know, we've got 12 days left before Chris has to fight, and he has maybe 9 or 10 before he flies out to Mississippi. So that's pretty big. But to the funny part, we've got two stories for you. They both happen in the neighborhood, the same neighborhood. My dad and my dad's girlfriend have been dating. My dad and my dad's girlfriend, they've been dating for about, here's the funny stories. So just so you guys know, my dad and my dad's girlfriend have been dating on and off for quite some time, and they've been on and off with my dad's girlfriend living in the same place. So these two stories happened at her location where she lives here in California. The first one is my dad and his girlfriend talked about putting the Ring camera up. So they've got the Ring camera up, just imagine. And then my dad hooked it up with putting the cameras all along the upper part of her garage and her rooftop, so you can so they're pointed down into the parking lot and where all the cars park along the pool side. So imagine you've got 3 or 4 cameras on you. My dad has been upset because there has been vandalism with his car multiple times over the years. It's non-stop. We've got video of who does it. It's very annoying. We've even had these families, children, come into the girlfriend's garage and vandalize my dad's truck, because my dad's girlfriend and my dad, they leave the garage door cracked about this much for the cats because they've got animals. Anyway, that's besides the point. My dad was so irritated with all this vandalism, he wanted to catch them again on camera. So he was expecting to catch these people vandalizing his truck. On this particular night, he catches a bum trying to steal his bicycle out of his truck, and it didn't work because my dad was prepared for that. So my dad, before he went to bed, he had his bike wrapped with a lock and entangled in his truck. So in his truck bed there's like a couple lips and a couple hooks, and he's got his bike like all locked up in that. And he had a towel and a blanket covering his bicycle. So in the camera you can see a bum trying to, first of all, the bum is there picking everybody's parking lots and like just scoping out the place and scoping out their cars, and he starts to open car doors. You guys, this guy is, and this is all on camera, my dad is filming all of this, and he's going car to car, and he, instead of checking my dad's doors, he just sees the bike, and so he tries to steal the bike. And my dad was prepared, like I was saying. He had a spotlight just flash in his eyes, and he had it set up. It was a motion detector light. He had it set up in the back of his truck, in the corner, hidden right where the bike was. So if you even stuck your hand in the truck bed, it would just go off on the side. So that happened. He freaked out, so he took the towel and the blanket and he covered his head, and then he started checking doors again. He got into the car next to my dad's, which was my dad's girlfriend's car. So he freaked out, went into the back seat of the car and slept there with covers over his head so that nobody could see him. My dad sees this happening at 4:30 in the morning, which is so funny because after the bum goes into the car, he's like, wow, this is ridiculous. It happened around midnight. So about 1 o'clock, 1:30, security guards are flashing and checking the parking lot. And they're flashing their flashlights just to see if every car has a sticker and to see what's going on. The guy did not see the bum in the car, which is just ridiculous. So you guys can explain to me why this security guard did not see anything fishy with this like big lump in the back of her car. So I don't know how to explain that. So my dad is laughing. So he gets this, so the bum's in there. My dad gets up at 4:30 in the morning because it happens at 4, and he's like, ooh, I'm gonna have some fun. So he brings his shotgun along and he opens the door, and he just, I can't say this on YouTube, I'll get in trouble. I think that's probably why I couldn't upload the first video. But my dad just lets it out and in this guy's face, and it was just kind of just so funny. But the guy, you know, deserved it. Like, don't be going in your, you know, in anybody's car, and especially don't be going to my dad's girlfriend's car. That's just a big fat no-no. So my dad just expressed his feelings, said don't ever show up in this neighborhood again. And he just scurried off. He was so scared. It was hilarious. It was so funny. I wish I could tell you what my dad said, but you could imagine if, you know, you catch a bum in your girlfriend's truck, if guys are watching this, or just girls, imagine if your husband, hubby, or fiance or boyfriend catches a bum in your SUV. It's like, yeah, your boyfriends better be freaking, you know, telling them off. So that happened. And then that happened a few months back. And so fast forward a little bit, they go on a cruise and they say, hey, I know that you guys are a little stressed out because this is around Fight Camp 1, right before Chris fights Phil Baroni. And so my dad's girlfriend was like, look, we're going on a cruise and we know that you guys need to relax and you're stressed out because Liam at the time was way younger, and I needed to get out of the house. And so they said, just stay at our place for a week. And so after fiddling with like moving all of Liam's toys and Chris's electronics and stuff, like back and forth, and as soon as we got like a little routine going on, Chris was like, oh geez, now I can relax. So we're upstairs in the room, we're laying down, and they got like a sick bedroom. Like, their bed is legit like the most comfiest thing ever. Their pillows are just dreamy, and they've got a TV, and they've got even a patio, like just a private bedroom patio that you can walk out on. So we can crack that patio door, and they have a full patio with a screen door. So we just kept the screen door closed all the way and just cracked the big door. And we fell asleep like that because Chris was like, man, this is so nice. You get a little bit of a breeze, and it was marvelous, like marvelous. We loved it. Until the second night. So Chris was like, oh geez, I've had like such a rough practice, because he was going 4 times a day this week, because I believe we were maybe just now, we were probably 14 or 12 days out, and we went ahead and stayed at their house, and we were staying a whole week, I believe. And the neighbors all around us have dogs, which is totally fine. And at the time we had the cats to take care of, so we fed them wet food. I fed the cats wet food, thinking that throwing away the can of food in the little trash can it would be fine. Apparently, I should have put it outside in like the big trash cans, the ones that the trash guys pick up, because apparently late in the night when Chris is supposed to be sleeping, he was awoken from it sounded like babies screaming bloody murder, or like children screaming bloody murder, but it was a raccoon and the neighbor's dog fighting. So the neighbor takes his dog out in the middle of the night to go for a walk, and he does not, or she does not put this particular dog on a leash. And I don't know why. I mean, I get it if it's in the middle of the night and you know that there's no babies around that the dog can attack, but you know, it's someone else's opinion to say that the dog is aggressive or whatever. But so the raccoon and this dog fought it out, and it was ridiculous, hilarious, and it sounded like screeching babies or something crazy. It was bizarre. I can't, we couldn't handle the sounds, and we thought Chris woke up and he jumped out of bed thinking that it was, you know, something that we had to take care of. So he definitely was scared. And I was scared. And it wasn't like wake up, like an easy like wake up. It was like a startling wake up after like working so hard to fall asleep. So it was just pretty nuts. It was just so crazy. It was so crazy. The raccoon and the dog, they were just screeching at each other, and the raccoon of course won, but this dog was like a massive dog, I think. And anyway, it woke us up, and raccoon fought a dog, and it was over the wet canned food that was apparently left. I checked a little corner the next day, the little grass area where they fought, and there was scratches all up and down the grass area. So there was patches of grass missing. It was insane. But what are you gonna do when a raccoon fights a dog? Run away. Kind of like if you see a bear, run away. But who knows? I don't know. If you enjoyed this silly story, let us know in the comments below. It's gonna be really serious this next week, so hope you guys enjoyed these two stories. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new and like Chris, subscribe to the channel and share this video. We would really appreciate it, and thank you for your time. See you later. Bye.
Let's take the high road.